He's also president of the James Group. So please help me welcome John James. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Whoa, outstanding. Outstanding. My name is John James. I'm a candidate for U.S. Senate. It's an honor to be here today. I got some news earlier today that an Apache helicopter went down in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, A-64 Echo model. And my former commander, Brigadier General Todd Royer, one of the greatest combat leaders I've ever known him personally. He's the leading commander out there right now. And he offered his condolences. The names of the families are going to be released within the next 24 hours. But that really hit me hard because it's so easy for us to forget what our servicemen and women and their families have done for us and what they continue to do for us. And I would like to take this moment now. I was honored by a brief round of applause, but I want to honor the veterans who are in this room. Let's give our veterans a round of applause. I am humbled and honored to call myself your brother. And I am here because I want to continue my service to you and to our nation. I am not here because I want to go to Nineveh, Washington, excuse me. I'm here because we have a duty. I'm here because I have a passion for service, and we have a duty to use the blessings, the privilege, the platform the Lord has given us in order to be a blessing to others. I was given a chance to enlist in the Army, go to West Point, graduate from West Point in 2004, became a Ranger qualified Apache pilot, and flew 750 hours of combat in Operation Rocket Freedom of 709. I then, because I was so disturbed by what I was seeing on the news, I'm watching Armed Forces Network in Baghdad, right? I'm flying over a combat zone, and I see areas in Flint, Muskegon, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Saginaw that look worse than the place that I'm fighting combat missions in. I said, this can't be in my America. We need to do more to take care of people home in Michigan, because we certainly weren't getting it out of every staff in Washington. So I resolved to come back to do what I could. Thank you. I resolved to come back to do what I could, and what do we need coming out of the recession? We need jobs. And having an opportunity to go work in the family business, James Group International, automotive logistics company in Detroit, I was able to deploy some of the skill set that I developed in the military to grow the business by 233% in about 5 years, added 100 jobs in that same period of time. I believe that taking the skill sets from the battlefield to the boardroom, now to Washington, to effect positive, sustainable change, and what counts for the future, is what we need. I believe that one of the biggest problems we face, the largest threat to our national security, is the rate of irresponsible spending in Washington. I believe we need to have somebody who understands, because of his background, working in the largest bureaucracy in the government, the Department of Defense, understanding how to be successful in that bureaucracy, but also understanding, because of my background, having a supply chain management master's from Penn State, having an MBA from the University of Michigan, being a Lean Six Sigma efficiency qualified candidate. But not just the academic qualifications, but deploying these skill sets in real life to affect sustainable change in spending in our business, getting that 233% growth, satisfying our customers, creating 100 jobs, and our company has zero debt. When will our federal government be able to tell us that they have zero debt? In our lifetimes, probably very, very small, but we have too many people in Washington legislating a future that they will not be a part of. We owe our children better than the irresponsible spending we're getting. And you understand this because I run a family business. I understand as a family business owner that you have to live within your means. Which one of us gets to just charge things many, many times what we're making? We can't do that in real life or in business. But there's very little accountability in Washington to the people. When you figure you have one president, you have 100 senators, you have 435 representatives, that's 536 elected representatives of the people. Folks elected by the people. And you still have 1 million people around Washington. What's that tell you about the bureaucracy and the folks who are making these decisions? I believe that our forefathers, with their foresight, understood that Congress, the representatives of the people, had the power of the purse for a reason. Right now, our federal government is operating out of scope because we, the people, haven't delegated certain authorities to the federal government, and we have been told by the Democratic marketing machine that the federal government is the answer for all of our problems. That is not the case. The best government is limited federal government. The best government is at the state and local level. And I believe that by making sure that we can facilitate the success of our state and local governments, that is how we get our federal government out from behind this out-of-scope condition, out from behind this wasteful spending, in order to make sure that our children still have a country to come back to in the future. But what I propose to do is a couple things. I don't have all the answers, but as I've been traveling around the state, and I've been listening to you, honestly, these ideas are coming from you. You're electing somebody who can relate to you, to represent you. And by having somebody who understands what it's like to work in the real world and come up with solutions and not make excuses, by having somebody who understands what it's like to be on the opposite end of somebody shooting at you, I believe that having somebody like that on the floor of Washington, on the Senate floor, combat that business leader, is exactly what we need. And by proposing solutions that you give me, one that I got 2 days ago was eliminating the concept of mandatory spending. Mandatory spending makes up 66% of our budget. And it increases incrementally every single year with no end in sight. That's something that passes whether we do anything about it or not. I say we force our elected officials to vote on it. Take a position on it. Debate it. Do your job. Let the people know where you stand. Because right now, the way it stands is the debt service, the money that we're paying in interest, is more than what we're paying in national defense. But we have to fight and scrap to fund programs for our service members and our veterans every single year. That is a sin. We have a sacred obligation to take care of the people who have put their lives on the line for our freedoms. And by saying that we have to fight this hard, I think that we take a look at the larger piece of the pie, and we have to force our legislators to do their jobs. Use the power of the purse to make sure that we are funding things appropriately, and then hold them accountable to their vote. Second thing is review the funding process. We have to take a look at the funding process such that, why does it take 60 votes to get a vote? That makes this insane. We have to take a look at the process also because what is being legislated, only what is legislated should be authorized. And only what's authorized should be appropriated. And then you have the federal bureaucracies come back to the representatives of the people of the state of Michigan and then justify their cost to the American people. So I think that those are just two solutions, but there are many, many more. And I'm looking forward to listening and learning before I leave, because right now we owe our children a better future. And the greatest civilizations in history didn't fall because of attack from outside forces, but they imploded from within. Our America cannot implode from within, and we need to have people in Washington with the tools, the skill sets, and the courage to effect positive, sustainable change in Washington. And I'm the man. Thank you. Let's go.
Fascinating.